Hi guys. I guess you missed me since I posted last video 3 days ago, 72 hours ago. Right, there have been some changes. First of all, I have something for you. And second of all, I improved my well-being by installing the clamp. Let's actually try an axe and fit the clamp and see how it goes. Wow, that is that is indulgently good. Right. Okay. So I have something for you. Today will be a bit of an educational day because every day has to be a different day, and I will read a book with you, and I'll discuss it, no sentence by sentence, and you're gonna enjoy it and learn something valuable for your life. So it's a learning skills day. So what I have, how to do anything. Right. Okay. So this book is something interesting because it provides insight on how many things you can learn in life, and you know, it is called a commercialized book. It pushes you agenda of a narrative on buying some certain things, but it doesn't matter. Still, the fundamentals are the same: how to learn, how to survive. Well, as I told you in previous video. So let's dig in further and see what can we read. And so again, let me show you the cover. It's a kind of a middle soft hardcover. Right. So we have a lot of topics to choose from. It's a Learn to Guide. It says that based on learn2.com website, the rather popular one, I don't believe it. I don't think learn2.com website popular. Nice try, whoever tried to do it, but it's not. I mean, yeah, because you cannot really make a popular stuff or stuff which you do every day, like. I go to school, I go to work, I go to toilet, I go to bed. It's like it's not popular. It's just just the way the way you do everyday things every day. But what is popular is to find out the best method of technique and techniques to do the stuff which makes your life easier. So let's see. Uh, because this is the England, we're gonna refer some questions how to do stuff to refer to the applicable relevant questions and answers. So let's see what can be important to this part of the country, northeast. Hand jive around the house, go gourmet food preparation, cover turkey. You know what? I'm very, very well. I'm quite interested in seeing how would this book address to the food stuff. So how to prepare garlic, man, I love it. So because you will be fascinated by the fact that I'm gonna do garlic on this table when we read the story to prove that the advice is worth reading. So, learn to prepare garlic. Let's see. Time 30 seconds to 5 minutes per clove from peeling to chopping. What you will need: garlic cloves or head or full knob-shaped bulb cloves. Okay, actually I have it. A strong, sharp kitchen knife, such as carver's or butcher's knife. a sturdy chopping board on butcher's block, a fresh lemon. That makes no sense, but it's fine. So there's nothing as delicious as a home-cooked Italian meal complete with pasta, fresh tomatoes, sauce, and garlic bread. No, you have British, French, Russian, Polish, Indian, not just Italian, but fine, no problems. See, they push you the narrative of having Italian food already, that's fine. Except maybe a pungent Thai stir fry with snow peas, red chilies, holy basil, and garlic. Yeah, that I will go for that. Or fiery Indian curry with cumin, coriander, cayenne, and garlic. Oh, that should read my mind. You get the idea. Garlic is good, and I urge you to get garlic. Garlic is good, especially against vampires. Not just vampire against vampires. It's actually very pungent, strong taste, and good, and it's umami. Umami is a fifth taste. So, it has been hailed as a health tonic by traditional healers for centuries, now with the backing of modern medicine, medical research. Unfortunately, peeling garlic is the sort of culinary chore that can be tiresome for even an experienced cook, and the same is true for crushing it and mincing it. Yes, the texture of garlic is quite fascinating. It can be shown as a steady, solid, crystal, uh, diamond structure-based structure. Well, crystal-based structure, but it's not. It might be shown as a strong vegetable, a herb which can be crushed. But believe me, this is where it's changed when you crush it. Before I begin, you should remove all the cloves you want to use from the head before starting. Crushing garlic, as I told you, is recommended if you want a stronger flavor. This releases more of the natural fiber juices because it breaks the fibers of garlic, so obviously it releases the juices and molecules. Marinades and foods such as Caesar salad and shrimp scampi demand crushed garlic. Okay, garlic sliced to chop coarsely will usually add a light flavor to a dish since it's less likely to dissolve or soften. A happy medium is minced garlic, which is less pungent than crushed but still adds great flavor for recipes that requires stir frying or sauteing. Alright, so let's see. How oh my god. The funny thing is there are 4 pages on the garlic crushing. I mean, seriously. Should I go through it? Okay, so what I'll do, let's go further and then I'll decide what to do. So begin the end. Looking at the garlic clove, you will see a tough piece at the end. This is the part that was attached to the bottom of the garlic head before the clove was removed. Yeah. Actually, why don't I show you how it looks like? Hi guys and girls, I'm back with a garlic knife sharpener and my special cooking knife. Right. My purpose is let's go into the recipe, see what they want. The advice was the same. I'll repeat myself. Apologize. Look at the garlic clove. You will see a tough piece at the end. This is the part that was attached to the bottom of the garlic head before the cloth was removed. Place the garlic clove on the chopping block and using the tip of the knife slice it off that end. Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm so tempted to do it, but step 2. Remove the skin. Use the thumb and index finger to hold the sides of a clove as it lays on the chopping board. With your other hand, use the tip of the knife to carefully make a vertical slit from top to bottom in the skin of the garlic. Then tap the cloth once or twice with the back of the knife blade. The skin should be nicely loosened at this point and can easily be pulled off in one piece. If the skin is still not loose enough, tap the cloth again. The garlic is now ready to be crushed, chopped, minced, or used to hold. Yes, you've read it correctly. Whole garlic. Try it in stews with weird vegetables. Yeah, this is the scenario when you can crush it, but you crush it already naked. Good stuff. You know what? What I'll do, I will tell you part 2, how to crush it, and then we'll do the live presentation of the process, and then we'll see what we can do about it. And yeah, well, I'm not gonna waste it if I do it anyway. So have a whack on it, crush it. Place the unpeeled garlic clove on the chopping block, grasping the butcher's knife by handle with the blade upside down. Give a garlic a hard whack with the back of the blade. If it's not pretty well collapsed, give it another whack. Start chopping. Once garlic is well crushed, you can chop it further. Hold the knife handle with one hand and the top of the blade and the front with the fingertips on your hand, the other hand. You can then chop the garlic to your preference. Again, the more you chop the garlic, the more pungency it will add to your dish. Then the impression that first you remove the garlic skin and flakes, whatever, and hard bit, and then you crush it. We'll do it a bit differently. Right. Do I see it? Oh, yes, perfect. So let me get the similar set of garlics. This garlic cloves were bought from Lidl's. They're good. They're in China, as usual. So I'm gonna crush and chop them. But before I do that, see this? This is the knife sharpener. A special butcher's, well, not butcher's, a special cooking knife I use for everyday cooking. It's fantastic. It's sharp and it's good for, well, it's versatile for any recipes you would think of. But I need to sharpen it first. So I've got this bit. I think it's not a diamond, but this triangle allows the knife blade to be sharpened. So let me just. That should do it. Right, so what I usually do. Okay, so I have 3 cloves, yeah? Well, shall I do it? Let me just. I smash them with the knife. Wait, I'll smash them with the axe. You know what? This show is special for being quite raw and brutal. Why don't I smash them with the axe? 1, 2, 3. Oh. That's about it, guys. Nice. Well, I smashed it. I smashed too much, but that's what the show is all about. So I smashed the garlic. Whoa, the skin is gone. And you can use this garlic in any sauces you need. That's how you chop it quickly. Don't hesitate. No time. Don't worry, this table is sterile. You can see that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna transfer this in a special container in my kitchen, and then I'll get back to the video. That was fun. Hi guys. Well, I told you, garlic is good. Man, such a light. I'm safe from vampires. Right. Oh. Thank garlic. Next, shall we run a story? No, another advice before I go to sleep because I have a night shift to do. Let me see what can be done. Something edgy. Fix the toilet, groom a cat, cover turkey, hand a picture, make a compost pile, paint the room, prepare for an earthquake. I guess we can prepare for an earthquake. So do it. So let's prepare for the earthquake. Earthquake. All right, so prepare for the earthquake. Right. I'm going to read it first and then I'm going to discuss what's going on. Time. A few hours to shop for emergency supplies and assemble them in the kit. A few evenings to learn CPR or basic first aid skills. Half an hour to form an emergency plan for the family. What you will need. Emergency supplies, an emergency plan, a clear head. Right, okay. If a serious, well, to be honest with you, it's not just earthquake. It can be a flood, like a flash flood. It can be heavy rains. Well, not monsoon in here, but heavy rains basically. This is probably more important, more actual than an earthquake. So, if a serious earthquake occurs near home where you're visiting, there's a good chance that you're not going to able to show, communicate, or move about normally. Yeah, dog, common sense. If you and your family want to be as safe as possible, here's what you'll need to do before anything happens during the earthquake and in the aftermath. Okay. So, before the earthquake, step 1, make your home or office earthquake ready. Okay. During the earthquake, certain objects in your home seems to have minds of their own. Your water heater, for instance, wants to topple over and severe its gas and water connections. To prevent this, secure your unit to the wall. They probably referring to the boiler. Boilers in the UK are secured usually to the wall anyway. They're not gonna topple over or something. They have self-contained water provision inside the drum, so I don't think that is gonna, that will matter. But the problem is with the gas connection, they're more problematic. Shall I put it this way? To prevent this, secure usual. Use galvanized steel straps with hole punch to the length of them and to screw them to the wall. Yeah. So the problem with gas connections is they're coming from the ground. Yeah. But judging the way the pipes from gas going to the boilers, one can have an impression that they're quite loose. Plus, they're not really visible for end user, so nothing can be done about that. Well, let's see what they say more. Any object on shelves will try to jump off, yeah, and the cabinetry itself might collapse. Keep the shelves against the wall with screws and brackets near the top of the unit. Don't put flammable materials anywhere but on the bottom of the shelf. Yeah, that's true. England is blessed by having not so many actual volcanoes. I don't think there might be some earthquakes, might have been, but it's okay. There will not be. I don't think Earth crust borders go through England, so it's okay. But in a sense, make sure that the stuff which is on the shelf is not going to just drop off suddenly. Learn how to shut off your own gas, water, and electricity. That's interesting. Usually, in order to shut off the water supply, you just use a stopcock, which is usually situated outside a house. There's some shallow valve of the water supply beneath the kitchen sink in most of the houses, but yeah. The consuming unit for electricity is situated, again, depends, but usually in a corridor or in a children's room, whatever. So that can be shut off easily. The gas supply, the gas meters, for some reasons, well, for obvious reasons, are situated outside the house. So, they are like bulky cubes. You open them with a triangle key and shut out with the valve. I think in the horizontal position. So yeah, that can be done. Your local utilities office will help you find the valves to gas and water, and they will warn you not to try to turn them off unless you're certain that a break has occurred. Circuit breakers are generally in the basement or under the stairs. Find yours before an emergency arises. Yeah, there's not so many basements in the UK, especially in East Yorkshire. And if you go to your local utility office, which is non-existent, say post office, they will look at you and with a open wide eye, saying, "What the heck are you talking about? We're not here to supply you with advice." There's some council help points situated in Hull. I'm not sure about the other Yorkshire places where they will be able to provide you information on how to shut off electricity or gas or water, but they do not hold any information. Technically, for example, if you want to see the position of your pipes in, underground, in the garden or whatever, under your house, you have to go to the office. You have to contact the office of Yorkshire Water, and you'll have to pay the money for them to tell where your pipes are going. It's stupid, but it is what it is. Right, that's fine. That's enough for this. We're gonna dig further tomorrow about how to do anything. But today, I have a treat for you. We're gonna do some stacking exercises. Learn how to stack things properly. Just give me a second. In my line of work, I do a lot of stacking. My colleagues will confirm that. So, basically, I have learned how to stack properly stuff. Make sure the construction is solid when you build it. So let's do it. Let's do it from random pieces. Okay. It looks like a self-rotating match. So say for example you want to build I guess you want to build a castle or something. Oh, look at this. Okay. This is cool quality of wood. Look, I'm gonna build a wall around myself, and I will block your view. But you still need to see. But hey, how do you know? One side, that's the fact. So let's do this like that. Okay. So probably better for me if I do this on this side, and then I'll build a bit of a. It's not a pyramid, but probably I'll build a pit. So for example, I'll build like 3 walls, and then I'll put stuff inside it. And then I'll see whether it's symmetrical and in harmony with the environment. Yo, I like the idea. You see it? Yeah, perfect. Right, so let's see. So when you stack, you need to make sure it's in a correct perpendicular position to the surface. This is actually important. Like if you try to stack it, I don't know, like that, that's not good because it will not provide the rigidity to the whole structure of the stuff you're stacking. So that's important. You see, yeah, this side. I mean, the ground is maybe yeah. The ground is completely on the same angle as the surface, but like this side is perpendicular 90 degrees. And you know, why can't we use the special tool spirit level I told you before? Let's see whether it's... Look at the perfect stacking. 90 degrees. Mwah! I love it. Let's see this. I absolutely adore my stacking. You know, okay, let's carry on. I like the way I do things. What's that? It's kind of a Lego, but it's so fitting, so not nicely fitting Lego pieces. Oh, so again, see? So if I stack like that, it's not good. I mean, if you, well, look from above, it is not perpendicular to any of the, or even angled to any of the sides. So again, I need it to be perfect, in a perfect position to the ground, okay? 0 degrees or 90 degrees. What I mean is, can be 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 0 degrees, or 180 degrees, or, yeah. But it cannot be like 60 degrees. See this angle? So that's 60 degrees, that's 60 degrees. Because, well, no, that's 45, because this is angle of 90 degrees. It has to be 90 or 0. No further excuses. Okay, let's do this. Let's put more Lego in here. Let's create a bit of a pit. Now, obviously, there are some small pieces which will not be able to accommodate bigger boxes. So that means we'll lose some space. Yeah, there will be some gaps between the cases or between the units we're fitting, but let's see how it goes. Technically, each well, I should not call it cage, but each fortress has its own height. So, for example, this one, this is the height of the fortress. Yeah, we should not stack it more. So we need to make sure it's all level. But let's well, listen, I'm gonna see what's going on, but it's fine, I like it. Alright. Let me build it nicely. There's still what's going on here. I don't really see much. Okay, so see what I mean? This is a perfect stacking. You make sure it's all level. Neat and tidy. Come on. Neat and tidy. Oh, that's not neat and tidy. That's not a bit level. It seems to me that it needs to be like that and a bit level. That's fine. It still fits the purpose. It still will be a rigid structure with no problems. Then I'll put another wall in here. I make sure it's all stacked properly and it's all in level, in spirit level. Let me see. Again, technically this wall has to be risen by bits. This tower. Guess what? If I do it like that, look. So sometimes you need to put something in the gap to make sure it's all level. So, for example, you see, I raised level tower a bit, but that's too much. So I can sacrifice the tower length being a bit small for the greater good, because I need to make sure the stacking is perfect. Okay, so stacking here. And but that's not good. You know why? Because I need to put the wall and it's on my way. So I don't even see what's going on. I need to improve. Okay. Right, so I'll do 3, 4. I'll put more cubes, rectangular cubes. Not square cubes, rectangular cubes. Then I'll double check the position. The level has to be 0 degrees towards the ground. Now I'll put more. Okay, let's see. That's even worse. What the heck is going on? Oh my god. So if you look closer, okay, actually, so if you look over the spirit level, it's kind of okay, but not good enough. So this is structure from behind, and if you look at that, it's kind of okay, I guess, although it's not perfect. No, it's not perfect. So I'm quite disappointed. It was good from the beginning. Oh no. Okay, so let's see what's inside the pit. Alright, so anyway, what we'll do. What the heck? Okay. So put it back into the observation section. Pull the camera back. Don't see anything, huh? Okay. Let me put some more Lego items, and then we'll finish our presentation in a second. So you make sure, even from the top, you have to make sure it's all 90 degrees compliant, or 0 degrees, yeah? No 45 or 30 or 60, whatever. Make sure it's all rigid, right? Rigid is here. Okay, so like that, like that. Okay, so I think we established the equilibrium, the balance between the details, and this is the end of our show. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the holidays.